Canceling the apocalypse!
It is pretty cool.
You're doing a good move. I want you to be happy. Because this is the type of movie where, like, I love it because it made me feel like a kid again. The whole concept is just, like, cool. I can sit back and watch this type of movie all day. 250-foot robots, monsters. Because I used to run home as a kid just to watch Godzilla movies on TV. So that's why I love this kind of thing. But what about you guys? What was the process like? Because you're working with the mad genius, the mad scientist Guillermo. What's that experience like? And what was it like?
Kind of blew my mind. You know, every time you walked into a set, he built some kind of crazy, massive, elaborate, detailed, exquisite set. And then when I saw the movie, he'd taken everything that I saw and gone 100 times further with it.
All right, there you go.
I felt like I'd never even seen anything like this movie. Yeah, like you said, it's just a crazy, wild ride. And for me, it was fun.
Now,
for you, it was old hat.
Yeah, you've been collaborators with this guy before. So does it change? Does it get different? Or are you always amazed?
I've never worked on a movie of this scale. I don't think Guillermo's never worked on a movie of this scale. There was way more technology at use here than in any other film he'd ever made. And you know, full disclosure, I'm not a fan of CGI.
Okay.
You know, I'm not a fan of technology, particularly because of how much it's overused. And when I first heard that he was doing this project, I was praying that this guy whose depth I've become intimately aware of would transform what is already hackneyed and overused, and you know, just you see this one-dimensional stuff that doesn't have any soul. It's just eye candy, and it's the order of the day. It's like every summer blockbuster movie is one after the other, to the point where you're just like, you know, desensitized. And the difference between this movie is that, but it also has every one of the Jaegers has these behavioral idiosyncrasies. They're all like swaggering sports heroes. You know, there's the Sammy Sosa one,
Right.
and then there's the LT one, you know, and then there's the Mike Tyson one. You know, they all have a sort of a propriety of personality. The same with the kaiju. You know, they're not just generic like.
No. You know, they each have like
They have a soul. They have blood running.
Right.
They have blood running through them. And what Charlie was saying about how Guillermo insists on building 3/4 of what's going to be in the movie, so that what he puts on afterwards is an extension rather than a replacement. So that there's a believability in the stuff that's drawn in afterwards, because it's based on something that truly exists in real time. It's three-dimensional.
So it sounds like you're satisfied, right? You're a little bit of a believer.
I'm not really satisfied.
Not really?
No,
I'm
blown away by
cool.
what he did to this.
All right, well, that's a good segue, because I want to ask you, this is one of those movies that it totally blew me away, but I want to find out from you, what's like that one summer blockbuster that really got to you back when you were a kid, where you saw it on that big 40-foot screen and were like, wow, that's it?
I think Jaws kind of blew me away and scared the hell out of me when I saw it. You know, thinking of monster movies and just sort of epic films. You know, any early Spielberg movies, which I know Guillermo's such a big fan of Spielberg's staging and framing. But I'm easily blown away though. I mean, I think I like the Three Amigos. I mean, that
Okay, there you go.
that rocked my world.
That's a classic, though.
It's a good one.
Yeah. What about you? What's that one back when you were a
Well,
kid?
you know, you're asking me when I was a kid. You know, we didn't have movies when I was a kid.
But tell us about the cave drawing.
Yeah,
That
What?
was
Yeah, I was gonna say. Then the cave painting.
We just
that
had
got you.
we had guys telling stories. Hey, did you hear the one about the alien that came in on the thing? And I said, nah, it's too technological. Don't tell me another one.
Man, see this guy here, man.
I mean, epics, you know, big summer blockbusters for me were like Ben-Hur and the Ten Commandments and
pretty major.
El Cid, and you know,
those were big.
if Charlton Heston wasn't in it, it wasn't a summer movie. You know?
There you go. See, I knew you could break it down finally. But
I'd go old school with you.
all right, there you go. But no, I love you to death, man. Keep it up, man. And you always do a job well done. So thanks a lot. This was a fantastic
Thank
movie.
you.
And thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
The guy
Thank
on
you.
your shirt, I think he's probably...